If Katara's mom survived, if Katara's mom Kaya never died, then what would happen? So let's say that Hakoda, Katara's dad, makes it to the hut faster, and he gets there right in time before Yan Ra is able to kill Kaya, Katara's mom. And we saw that Yan Ra, the killer, was a complete coward. And when he was confronted by Katara and Zuko, who were much stronger than him, Yan Ra just got really scared and started begging for his life and for mercy. And Yan Ra even offered to give his own mother up to Katara. And it was just really pathetic and disgusting. But the point is, Yanra is a disgusting, pathetic coward. So I think Hakoda could scare him off enough, and Yanra would pee his pants and leave. And Yanra would probably just tell Fire Lord Azulon that he killed the waterbender when he actually didn't, because Yanra would also be very scared of Fire Lord Azulon, and Azulon is a pretty mean guy, so Yanma wouldn't want to get executed by Fire Lord Azulon either. So, and of course, Yanma would probably want to protect his reputation as the head of the Southern Raiders. And if it gets out that he didn't kill the waterbender because he got scared and peed his pants, then, well, it's just not going to be good for his reputation at all. So Yanra just tells the Fire Nation that he killed the last waterbender anyway, even though he didn't kill anyone. And that's the end of it. So from here, Katara and Sokka and Hakoda would be very happy that Katara's mom Kaya is still alive, and they would just have a very happy life. And it's conceivable that Hakoda and the other men in the Southern Water Tribe would still go to the Earth Kingdom and help them fight the war, which means that Sokka, Katara would stay home with their mom Kaya and, of course, their paternal grandmother Kana, Gran. And the same thing would transpire, except Katara would never be sad because her mom never died. Now, she would still want to leave and go to the north to learn waterbending. And she would run and meet Aang. And I'm sure that Sokka and Gran and the rest of the Southern Water Tribe would be somewhat mistrusting towards Aang, at least the adults would. The kids loved Aang, and Katara loved Aang too. So the children in Katara would love Aang, and I think that maybe Katara's mom Kaya would be a little cautious towards Aang, but perhaps she would be more on the welcoming side to him. It's hard to tell how Kaya might have reacted to Aang, so this doesn't really affect anything. And Aang still gets banished from the south, but then Zuko attacks, so Aang goes and saves the Southerners, and he offers to get kidnapped. And after that, Katara and Sokka go to rescue him with Gran's permission and blessing. But I think Kaya would also give Sokka and Katara her permission and her blessing for them to go travel with the Avatar. And Kaya would be very proud of Sokka and Aang. And so Sokka and Aang would... Kaya would be very proud of Sokka and Katara. And Sokka and Katara would travel the world with Aang, and all the events of Book 1 would be the exact same, except Katara's mom would still be alive, and Katara would be happy about that. And Katara's mom would still have her own necklace. So the necklace that Katara wears, Katara's mom, Kaya, would just still have it because she wouldn't even be dead, so she would just keep her necklace. So that means that June the Bounty Hunter would probably be unable to track Team Avatar, and so Zuko wouldn't be able to use her so much because the necklace is not around. It's back in the South Pole. Katara's mom, Kaya, is staying in the South Pole. And yes, Katara would just be much less sad, and she would be a lot happier. Not that she wasn't happy in the actual show, but she would be even happier because her mom is still alive, and she wouldn't have her necklace. It wouldn't be around, and it wouldn't be at any risk. So the entirety of the show would play out very similarly to the way it did in the actual show. And after the war, Katara's mom, Kaya, would be very proud of her children for what they did. And also, after the events of the show, it would be a little complicated because that woman, Melina from the north, who was going to exploit the south, along with her brother, Malik, they wouldn't receive as much sympathy from Hakoda in this case because Katara's mom, Kaya, is still alive, so Hakoda and Melina would never fall in love. So it's possible that Melina, Malik, and much of the Northerners would be kicked out of the South. Although I assume that Paku would probably stay. Although if maybe he gets kicked out too, then maybe Kana, Gran goes with him, and so Paku, Kana, Hakoda, Kaya, they all move to the north or something. So yes, after the events of the show, and while the Northern Water Tribe is rebuilding the South, Then Katara's mom would play a big role in the story, but otherwise she wouldn't play as much of a big role, uh, except it would really be a boost to Katara's character. And the necklace would be in the South Pole.